Hi, it's Lenth from Easy Gains. We're just testing some different crank arm lengths. Ben's going to explain to you. Ben's from Primo Cycles and a very experienced bike fitter. He's going to explain to you about the protocols of what we're testing today.
So what we're doing is we're looking at the aerodynamic effects of changing crank length. We're going to be testing 3 different crank lengths. So James's standard crank length of 165. We're going down to a 155, and then we're going to go as short as 145. What we've done before this session is we've been in the bike fit studio and we have measured the mechanics of the positions. So we have changed the saddle position so that the reach to the bottom of the pedal stroke remains the same. What we've also done is we've moved the saddle backwards as well. So the goal is to try and lengthen the position, not from the front, but taking the saddle back. Now, normally that taking the saddle back closes off the hip too much and means that you can't really run off the bike or put down good power. However, by shortening the crank, we open up the hip, so that in that rearward position, we then reopen the hip. So the theory is that we'll be able to still run off the bike whilst having a position that is longer and more aggressive. But we'll see in the test whether that actually shows up.
That's fantastic. Thank you very much, Ben. That was really good.
One take.
Josh, do you want to also, we're still on here, do you want to actually talk about the protocols of the testing? I mean, the points that we're running from and how we're keeping it controlled with what machinery and mechanisms that we're using for the testing.
Okay.
So Josh, to let you know, is an aero engineer, so he can take you through that part of it.
Yeah, so we're using the Nocio aero sensor, and we've decided to, instead of aiming for a constant power, we're aiming for a constant speed, and that's because CDA will change with speed. So if we keep speed the same, hopefully CDA will be more constant and we'll get less noise in our readings.
Brilliant. And we're going from, you can't see it at the moment, but there's a point here up to another point there, and that's a run of about 2k, and then we'll be lapping it, and then again we have about a 2k lap back. One of the runs will be slightly faster than the other, so we get a different variance across the speeds. We're just with Mr. Teagle here as well. He'll be our test pilot today, and we've got his beautiful bike that, yeah, it needs to, in fact it actually looks really clean, but yeah, that's awesome. Okay, thank you very much everyone. Well done, Ben, that was brilliant. Josh and my man Teagle, and me of course.